Hey coach, if you're struggling to convert potential clients into paying clients, in other words, you're struggling with sales, you're not alone. In fact, I know this feeling all too well, and this is the reality for most coaches. But the truth is, it does not have to be that way. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what to do to fix the sales problem so that you can generate consistent sales for your coaching business. Now, if we haven't met, hey, I'm Nathan, and I went from a struggling vocal coach to growing my coaching business to $5,000 plus per month while I was full-time employed. And since then, over 1,000 coaches have worked with me in my private online community to grow their businesses too. And here's what I've learned. You see, most coaches' approach to sales actually positions them as a telesalesperson and not an expert coach. And I'm sure it's obvious for you. Expert positioning is exactly how you close better clients and more of the right clients. So, what is most coaches' approach to sales? Well, here's what it looks like. They reach out to strangers to jump on a call with them, a discovery call, so that they can convince them that they will help them solve a problem that the prospect hasn't even admitted they have in the first place. This is not expert positioning. This is a telesalesperson approach. Hello, could I please speak to Nathan? Hey, Nathan, we've got this amazing product we know will absolutely revolutionize your life, even though we know nothing about you. Give us your credit card number. Let's get you up and running. That's not sales. That is sleazy sales tactics. And as a coach, you definitely do not want to be positioned this way. So why is this a big problem? Well, hey, coach, quick reminder. If you know you have value to offer the marketplace, but you are struggling to grow your coaching business, then I would like to invite you to join my private online community, The Coaching Hub. When you join, not only will you get access to more than 1,000 coaches who are all in the community to both grow their coaching business and connect with other coaches who are there to do the same, but you will also get access to the Profitable Coach Roadmap. Now, this is my 3-day online training that will show you exactly how to lay the firm foundation on which all profitable coaching businesses are built. Because, coach, no amount of sales and marketing can make up for a poor business foundation. You can both join the community and get access to the training for free. I look forward to connecting with you. Now let's get back to the video. When you approach sales this way, you will have a cold prospect on the call. Now, what does that mean? Well, number one, you do not know whether the prospect is problem aware, solution aware. You don't know whether they know, like, or trust you. And so your only positioning in this call is, please, Mr. Prospect, I really need money. Please sign up to work with me so that I can help you solve your problem. The prospect can almost smell sales breath through the virtual call. When you run sales calls this way, you will do a lot more talking on the call, and the prospects will actually be the one asking questions like, how do I know this will work for me? Have you worked with other people before? Do you have any guarantees? And that's not going to do you any favors, because it's impossible for you to position your coaching program as the solution to someone else's problems if you don't quite understand their problems. This means you'll be forced to spew out feature after feature after feature, hoping that one of those features turns into a sale. I promise you, coach, that is not good positioning. And if you do approach sales this way, you're going to have to discount your prices and you'll have to overpromise with things you simply cannot guarantee. Long term, this is going to do you more harm than help. Conversely, when you are positioned as an expert on a sales call, the client already believes that you can help them solve their problem. The client is problem aware and solution aware, and they know about you. And the client is simply saying to themselves, what is the fastest path from getting from where I am to where I want and need to be? If you are positioned as an expert, then you are the fastest path, or your coaching program is that fastest path. You see, when it comes to being a coach, sales is really a game of getting a client to say 3 consecutive yeses. Yes, I have the problem. Yes, I believe you can help me solve that problem. And yes to buying right now. If you try to structure your sales call to get prospects to say yes to the first 2 things, problem and you, then you do not have expert positioning on the call. That needs to happen before the call. But if you have those 2 things in check, then you can spend 80% of a sales call learning about your ideal client's problems their goals and what they believe is standing in the way of them achieving those goals, then the 80% at the end of the sales call will be you positioning your coaching program as the solution to all the problems you discovered during the first 80% of the sales call. So, how exactly do you position yourself as an expert on a sales call? Well, there are 3 requirements: positioning, tension, and service. Let's start with the first. To be positioned as an expert coach on a sales call, you need to demonstrate expert positioning. You need to position yourself as an expert. Now, how do you do this? This is not just by putting out valuable content on social media or wherever you put this content out, but it's about setting the conditions in place where your ideal clients reach out to you to jump on a call with you because they already believe that you can help them solve their problems. Let this be your biggest takeaway. When you reach out to prospects to jump on a call with you so that you can convince them you will help them solve a problem they have not even admitted they have, you are not positioned as an expert. Instead, you are positioned as a telesalesperson. Conversely, when they reach out to you because they already believe you can help them, probably because they've consumed some of your free content, then and then only are you positioned as an expert. You reaching out to them to jump on a call, not expert positioning. Them reaching out to jump on a call with you, expert positioning. The second requirement, supply-demand tension that is skewed in your favor. You need to be able to display for the marketplace that there are way more people who would want to work with you in theory than you have the capacity or desire to serve in the first place. Now, for me, nothing does this quite like running live challenges. When you run a challenge, everybody else's microphone is muted, your microphone is on, your camera is on, you're sharing a presentation, and you're teaching for about 50% of that presentation. And then at the end of it, you're going to answer questions for people who are in the room. Suppose you only have 30 minutes of Q&A. Well, that means you simply can't answer everybody's questions. What does this say? There are far more people in the room who, in theory, would want to ask a question from you or of you than you have the time or capacity to serve in the first place. This is signaling to your ideal clients that if they want to work with you, they need to act fast because there's clearly less supply, you the coach, as there is demand, ideal clients. And then the third and final condition you need to position yourself as an expert is to serve your ideal clients on calls. Do not sell them. On a call, make that a valuable session. Listen to what their problems are and then give them an actual game plan to go about solving their problems. At the end of that conversation, say, do you think this would work for you? They'd probably say yes. Then you'd say, do you think you could do it on your own? They'd probably say no. And then you'd say, would you like my help? And they'd probably say yes. And then you can simply facilitating signing them up to your coaching program. It is that simple. Of course, you're not going to sign up everybody who you jump on a sales call with, but you are going to convert a percentage of people who jump on calls with you into paying clients. You do not have to learn sleazy sales tactics. Just jump on calls with your ideal clients and genuinely try to help them. And if they would like your help with the implementation, extend an invitation to them. Now, if you would like help improving your sales process or even designing a sales process, and you'd also like to build a highly profitable coaching business, then I would like to invite you to book a free 45-minute coaching session with me that I call the Profitable Coach Audit and Action Plan. On this call, we will look at your business, your goals, and what you believe is standing in the way of you achieving them through the lens of sales, marketing, and fulfillment. And based on what we find, I will give you a tailor-made game plan to go about removing those constraints, because it's this simple. When you remove the constraints from your business, you will grow your business. If you're serious about growing a truly profitable coaching business and you wish you had a proven process, a simple system, and personalized support, then click the link below, sign up for the audit, and I'll catch you on the call. I'll see you in the next video.